Hi everyone, in this clip my viewer does get pulled in by a police car. Their driving isn't too bad, it's not perfect, but it's not too bad, and I definitely don't think it warrants a pull in. Seeing clips like this is saddening for me, because it seems as though it's more about ego than actual road safety. The speed driven is constantly at the bottom of the screen, and this road is a 50 miles an hour speed limit. The first thing I'd like to have a look at is the grey Volkswagen Polo behind. The police officer later said that this Volkswagen Polo driver tries to bully my viewer out of the way. And this is clearly not the case. And it's this that the police officer said first drew their attention to my viewer's driving. One of the main things that the police officer pulled my viewer in for was lane discipline. At the moment, staying in lane 2 as my viewer was passing through that junction is perfectly acceptable, and they are now slightly catching the vehicles on the left hand side, but they are doing 54 miles an hour. If they were doing the speed limit, I don't think they would be catching these two vehicles, so lane 1 would be perfect. But this is all my viewer effectively does wrong, and this is what they get pulled for. They get up to a maximum of 56 miles an hour for a split second, and this is when the police car is approaching from behind. And catching, I will add. When my viewer spots the police car, they do reduce their speed slightly, and now they're not catching these two vehicles in lane 1. I also think my viewer drifts slightly to the left at this point, and this could also be another reason why the police officer pulled my viewer, to check they weren't under the influence. In the end, the police officer does give my viewer a flash of lights, which is then followed up with a second double flash. Personally, I think this was the police officer just saying get out of my way, which is a little unfair. They haven't got blues on, and my viewer could have been doing a right turn at the roundabout. But they do move back to lane 1, and the police car pulls alongside.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Can you turn it up a little?
Some of the sounds off to get rid of the copyrighted music. Nothing spoken is omitted.
So where do you want me to stop now? No, it's fine.
Stopping here is fine, unless the police officer says different.
Yeah, this is being stupid.
Listen carefully to how the police officer goes about his questioning.
Don't know if I've done anything.
It's a classic case of the police officer trying to get my viewer to admit they'd committed an offence.
Alright.
What all the junction was about.
Oh, what was it, the flashing lights? You didn't have your blue lights on, you come up behind me, you've just put your flash me up for what?
Well, the first one is you were speeding, and the second one is you sat in the outside lane for no reason.
Because I was about to overtake the cars in front.
You went all the way there, the way I've been behind you twice.
Alright, mate.
Well, I mean, I've told you why I'm stopping.
Alright, fine, okay.
The thing is, when I'm dealing with people, when it comes to road traffic matters, the options that are available to me are giving people advice
No,
and reporting people for the offence.
I get it, I appreciate what you're saying, but all I'm saying is, like, you came up behind me, I wasn't going that much faster than the cars on the left-hand side.
70 at one point.
No, rubbish. I mean, I've got it on here, I wasn't doing 70, that's absolute rubbish, I'm sorry, pal. I've got it on dash cam, I wasn't doing 70, that's rubbish.
You were speeding though, right?
I wasn't doing 70.
No, but you were speeding.
I wasn't doing 70.
Okay, well, that's my question. So if you weren't speeding, right, and I was probably doing about 68, 70 miles an hour, is there a reason why I didn't smash into the back of you?
Oh, mum, mate. Look, I've got it all on dash cam, it'll show there's no way I was doing 70 mile an hour. I wasn't going, I'm really faster than the cars on the inside of me.
Yeah,
so
speeding as well.
Mate, it's... Alright, well, it's all on here, so whatever you want to do, and it's all on here.
It's all on there.
Mate, whatever you want to do it, and it's all on here.
Alright. I'm unsure why you've got such a poor attitude, sir. I'm only speaking to you.
I ain't got a part. No, you're accusing me of doing 70 mile an hour, and that is not
I'm
true.
telling you what you were doing.
I wasn't.
You were doing 67.
No, I wasn't doing 60, 70.
Okay.
Make your mind up. You tell me 1 minute I'm doing 70, now you're saying 60, 70. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I was doing 70 at one point and keeping pace with you.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
So I'm lying.
Mate, I don't. Yeah, of course. I'm disagreeing with what you're saying. Now, your version, that's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I've got no reason to make it up, have I, sir? Well, we don't go around just picking stuff up, do we?
I don't know, mate.
No. And you sat in the outside lane.
I don't
Do you know what the outside
know.
lane's for, sir?
Yeah, for overtaking, and I was about to overtake these cars on the inside, but because I wasn't going much faster than...
You weren't. You were keeping
All right,
pace.
mate. Okay. All right.
You're not listening.
All right, mate. I am listening. I'm just disagreeing with you. Yes. I'm just disagreeing. All right, sweetheart. It's all right, darling. Nice one.
Well, it's you that's been.
Yeah, all right, sweetheart. It's okay. I'm just disagreeing with what you're saying, mate, and I just think it's rubbish.
Right. Okay. It's all right, my love. You don't need to be upset.
You don't need to speak to her.
Well, I don't want your daughter to be upset.
Okay, neither do I.
Right. Well, maybe you just need to change your attitude.
Mate,
Maybe
fine,
that's-
fair enough,
All
right?
Yeah.
Listen, I wasn't doing any harm. You've come up behind me. You've
That's,
then
speeding, right? And you're not abiding by the rules of the road, are you? That's
Okay.
why I've come to speak
If
to you.
that's what you're saying, I apologise.
It's
Then
true.
fair. All right, fine.
The thing is, sir, with road traffic, you either have or you haven't
Mate.
committed the offence.
Right, fine.
It's all, like I say, it's all on camera.
Okay,
I've got
fine.
no reason to
Same
pull-
with mine.
Sir, you're not listening to me. You keep talking over me. I'm trying to explain to you what you're saying. I've let you speak, right? So
Right,
please let
darling.
me speak.
All right, sweetheart.
Yeah.
All right, sweetheart. All right.
It's about your safety as well as everybody else's.
Okay, I appreciate.
All right,
I
and your
appreciate.
daughters,
I appreciate that. I
Yeah,
appreciate
it's
that.
quite a dangerous road, and we have a lot of
I
accidents on this
appreciate
road.
that. Okay.
Yeah. So we need everyone to slow down and just abide by the rules
I
of the road.
appreciate
All right.
that. Okay.
I noticed at one point there was that polo behind you, because initially the polo was the one that was in my sight, because they were trying to bully you out of the lane because you were sat in the outside lane. That's why you've come to my attention
Okay.
initially.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All
If you
right,
give me a
darling.
couple of minutes, I'll do
So,
some checks.
you do that.
All right.
All right, sweetheart.
Although my viewer was doing a few over the speed limit, I don't like how this police officer dealt with it. I'm never going to condone breaking the speed limit. However, it could be, like in this case, below the threshold for prosecution, so don't ever admit that you've committed an offence. So if you're ever asked what speed you were doing, just say, at the speed limit officer. This police officer checked my viewer's licence and unsurprisingly let them get on with the day. Keep safe everyone, I'll see you soon.